Hi again, folks. How you all doing? This is a Bachmann Tornado that was sent to me by a chap called Trevor. He says that this seems to struggle going forwards up a gradient on his layout. He says that the motor runs, but the locomotive doesn't move, which sounds like a slipping gear to me. Let's turn on the power and see what happens. So yeah, it's moving okay, but it's making a wee bit of a thumping sound. I suspect one of the gears has split. Well, let's get her into the shed and we'll see what's up. Okay, so a Tornado in BR Apple Green. Very, very nice, I must say. Tornado is a locomotive that's been on my to-get list for a long time. I've just never seen one at a bargain price, and I can't really make up my mind which one I would want to get, whether it's the Bachmann one or a Hornby one. I know Bachmann, you can pre-order one from Bachmann just now, so they're bringing another one out, but it'll be silly money, I'm sure, so I can't see me getting that one. So let me know in the comments what you think's the best Tornado to get out there. I think livery-wise, I would maybe go for the BR Green as the current locomotive actually is, but yeah, we shall see. Trevor told me this was a present from his daughter who sadly passed away recently, so this model will obviously mean an awful lot to him. So I really hope I can sort it out and get it running again, because it is a really lovely looking thing. Nothing wrong with the tender, really nicely detailed. You've got the little dials and everything on there. Very nice. So nothing wrong with that. The locomotive, again, seems absolutely tip top, but I am seeing, I think somebody's been in here before. This rod here, I have to get the endoscope in here. This pipe or rod or whatever it is here goes all the way back to there, but it should go through this eye here. So we'll correct that. Then the noise it was making did sound like a split gear to me, and that would also explain why it was maybe grinding the gears going up a gradient. So we'll have to get in here and check the gears out and see what's what. I think we'll get the sponge for this. So we've got two screws there and a screw at the front. We shall undo those and see what happens. That one. Now, it's going to come out. There we go, and there's that rod. So when you put it back, it should be fed through that little eye. I don't know if you can see, but that looks to me like a foreign object in the gearbox. Don't know what that is. Those gears appear to be okay. Let's get a look at the drive gear. So we shall undo that. I think the wires are preventing that underframe from coming off. So we're going to have to slacken all this up. Let's undo the screw for this socket board. It loosens that up. Might just give me enough slack in the wires to get this underframe off. Right. Okay. Yeah, it's split there. Oh dear. Right. We'll need to go onto the Bachmann website and see if we've got a replacement for that. Might be a new wheel set. So I've just been onto the Bachmann website, and as I suspected, the drive gear isn't available as a part on its own. You've got to replace the entire wheel set, or at least you've got to replace that, but you've got to buy a whole wheel set. Fortunately, they're available, so I'll get in touch with Trevor and get the go ahead for that, and I shall order that up, and we shall come back to this once we have the new wheel set. So a few days later, we've got the replacement wheel set from Bachmann. So, what do we get here? We've got the drive axle, the two other wheels that have got the rods on them, and crank pins, which I think, yeah, it's just the same little screws that's in there, I think. So we don't really need those. That's all we really need to replace. And I'd like to keep this as original as possible. So that's all we'll do, is just replace the drive axle. So we'll undo the crank pin screws. That. Where's my tweezers? Yeah. It's just going to stay in there, that's fine. Lift that off, lift that off. And we need to do the same on the other side. Get that off, and now that'll lift out. And we can pop the replacement one in its place. Actually, we'll get some grease in it before we put it in. I think that'd be a good idea. Get some silicone grease on it. Goes in there. That. So, the Bachmann cranks have little notches and you got to make sure are engaged. That's it. Come on, I'm in trouble getting this in. Right, okay, I'll take it out. We'll try the ones that came with the wheel set. Right, try one of these screws. It's better. I think I prefer the way Hornby does its cranks. I think that'll do it. That screw is quite tight. Do the same with this one. Alright, okay. I think that's them screwed in. There's a wee bit of fluffage here. I'm just going to put a wee touch of oil on that drive axle. and then we can get this back on. Keep everything in place. So just check we're all okay there. Looks fine. Okay. Quick test of the test track. Right. Turn on the power. Away she goes. Fine. Okay. I'll need to tidy this up, fix this back on. Scrunch these wires up so they're not going to interfere with anything. And I think that's just about us, I think. Yeah. I'm going to put a wee bit of gear oil in that worm gear. Just to keep it sweet. We'll get it back into here, and we need to fit this rod. Right, so we get it through there, and then it's got to go through that hole there, like so. And then it goes into come on. There we are. That's how it's supposed to be. Right. Pop it into the sponge and we'll get the screws to fit the drawbar in there. And there we go. It's one of those models you have to handle very carefully. So many little things that could break when handling. The Bachmann's very silly drawbar coupling. Right. Okay then. That's Tornado sorted. Let's go and pull it out of the shed. Okay then, let's bring out Tornado. So there we are, that's Trevor's Tornado sorted out with a new drive gear, so it should now go up his gradient. Split drive gears are a very common issue with both Hornby and Bachmann models. You know, if you think about it, it's very much a key component in a model locomotive and one of the main stress points, if not the main stress point. So why they make these gears so small and out of a material that splits so easily is a bit irritating, especially when replacements can be hard to get hold of, and more often than not you have to buy an entire wheel set. I suppose it would be possible to fit a third-party 3D printed gear, but you know, it really shouldn't be an issue in the first place. Off camera, I had a wee fiddle with the front bogie on this as I noticed the wheels were dragging. It was just riding too high, so I slackened off the fixing screw a bit to lower it. Annoyingly, you have to remove the underframe to be able to do that, so not the best design in the world. Otherwise, a really, really nice model. I'd love to look at other models of Tornado, so if you're in the UK and have a Tornado needing repaired, please do get in touch via the FAQ in the description. Righto folks, I shall get this packed up and sent back to Trevor, and I'll catch you later.